How much do you look forward to the season, personally?
I'm really looking forward to it. We had a great time in the Bahamas. It was a great starting point for all of us. I'm just looking forward to the season, really getting into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I talked to Al Cooper, your high school coach, and he said that he thought you were more of a dialed-in Alex this year.
Yeah,
How does that, what do you think of that?
Mentally, I feel like I'm just more prepared, more ready, just trying to do what I need to do out there. Physically, always been, but mentally, I feel like that's really where I worked on.
What does the junior Alex know that the freshman Alex didn't know?
Through adversity, when it hits, you just gotta get through it. Everybody's gonna get through adversity. You'll get it every year. It's just how you fight through it.
What were your expectations when you first came as a freshman? What did you think was going to happen?
I thought it was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be like high school. Just coming in and going through the motions. Just going, making shots, making plays. But that's not it. Everybody's good in college. From the worst teams to the best. Everybody's going to give you your best shots. You just got to come in mentally prepared and focused that you got to play basketball. At the end of the day, they're all athletes. They're all trying to do what you're trying to do too. So, some people play with the chip on their shoulder. So you got to play with the chip on yours too.
How soon did you realize, hey, wait a minute, this is not like high school. This is going to be difficult?
Midway through my freshman season, I think maybe around the Christmas time or something like that, you realize that, hey, this is actually hard. You really got to get through it. You really got to work on this.
What is that like, that realization that what I expected is not the way it is?
It's normal. Like I said, it's adversity. Adversity hits. It's how you fight through it. It's what makes you a man or not. That's what makes or breaks you right there.
Yeah, I know. I may have asked you in the Bahamas. I don't remember. But I'll ask you again. Who's the NBA player that you sort of see yourself on the path of? You know what I mean? Like, this guy is the kind of guy that maybe I can be, that I can work towards.
Oh, yeah, you did. I think I don't know. I really haven't thought much into it. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what I can, be the best version of me, doing what I can do out there. But
I just wonder how you project. You know what I mean? Like, everybody needs kind of like a role model, something like that. That, if I work on this, I can be this. That sort of thing.
I guess you can say like Patrick Patterson or something like that. That's one of the first names that come to mind. But at the end of the day, still I'm trying to work in my game, trying to do what I can, just trying to go out there and do what I can, really.
I've had people say, and I think this too, that you can be an X factor.
Yeah.
That if you play well, it can make a real big difference, as opposed to, if other guys play well, yes, that makes a difference too. But you can really make an impact. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I feel like I can. I like being that type of guy that if I play well, the team does well. I like being that person that can do that. I'm just trying to look out for my team, look out for my brothers, and trying to help us the best I can.
Coach Cooper said too that his message to you was to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Don't complicate.
Yeah, he would always say that in high school. Keep it simple, make the easy plays. Don't try to be too flashy. Don't try to impress the crowd or anything. Just do what you can out there.
And how closely have you followed that advice up until now?
I followed it a lot. I always talk to Coach Cooper a lot. It's one of my mentors, really.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
How much of an influence is he on you?
He's a great influence on me. I've known him since 4th or 5th grade because his daughter is the same age as me. So when my sister used to play AAU, he was their coach, so I was all the way at their practices, always there. Sometimes I would hop in them as a middle schooler, So just you know, he's always been there for me. And then in high school, he's my coach for 4 years. You know, I've known him for years now, maybe 10 plus at this point.
How much have you leaned on him? Like, hey, help me here. What's going on?
I mean, on advice a lot. I mean, I always call him, always text him all the time. If I need something, I just ask him for it. You know, it's just the type of relationship we have.
Is he a mentor, or is that putting it too strongly? You know what I mean?
No, you can say he is. You know, he's always been there for me. You know, I got his phone number. He might be one of my favorites in my phone too. You know, so it's just how close we are.
Does he help you with like the scrutiny that comes with playing here? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. You know, he texts me. You know, he tells me just to put it in the back of your head. Don't look at it. You know, it's gonna be there. You know, you just gotta leave it alone, and good things will happen.
Is that hard to do, to leave it alone?
No, it's not hard. You know, you just gotta focus on it and put your mind to it.
Thanks, Alex.
No problem.